This is potentially going to be a really good run. We just got our second artifact. The first one being the electric circuit. Every roll now starts with an electric tile, which is how we got 124 rolls already. And we're going to get the basketball, so when we roll over a 6, we gain +4 energy, and that will happen a lot. We've also balanced ourselves out pretty evenly, light and dark tiles. But we are stacking up the energy so far for our surplus of rolls early on. Those will come in handy later. I'm going to upgrade the shop straight away. That's a bit of a risk, but now we get much better results. And with the amount of rolls we're already getting, I'm feeling pretty confident about this. Lots of energy coming our way. We do need more points though. While this is adding lots of energy, it's not giving us lots of points because one of our potentially 6 rolls is eaten up with just energy. We do have 127 rolls, but let's just straight up add 1 to the lights and then we'll add 1 to the darks as soon as we can. We're also going to need much longer rolls. But there is 1 to the darks as well, and we got our artifact, so every time we roll higher than a 6, gain 4 energy. This early on, we could really stack up some surplus rolls. And there's the kind of thing we need. Add 1 to a single die face. That's going to go to the 6, that way it can roll above a 6 and get us more energy. Because the rolls are already costing us 4 energy. Maybe it's 3 right now, but we still have 125 rolls. 126, we're going to add +1 to that, so now we can roll a 7 potentially and we'll get energy to do so. We're going to look for more of those. We already got 1. And there was our 7, so not only do we get lots of points, but we got lots of energy. Then we got 2 bland energies in a row. Should really get rid of that 1 as well, but I'm going for the high end. And our next artifact choice. Statue of Doggo / Anubis. Every time you get 3 dark or light tiles in a row, gain +2 energy. So we have triple energy artifacts already. We're going to start swapping to the light tiles then. Since we've been pretty balanced so far anyway, we'll get that almost immediately as soon as we get the actual points for it. And then we're going to swap the light tiles to get 3 energy artifacts for our cause. And that will hopefully work out very well. We'll also going to increase the value of the light tiles immediately as well. Just keep on rolling. We can have a bit of a slow start point-wise anyway. The multipliers will inevitably build up later. So the light tiles are already up to an average of 5. We've gone almost 500 spaces and we got 120 rolls left currently. I do want to add this to the die face. I guess this is where we'll pick our light side. So that actually already happened once. There's 3 in a row. For the next one, we're going to add to a 5, totally turn it into a 6, and then a 7. There's already lots of pieces we needed. So this is shaping up to be potentially a very good run, at least energy-wise. So let's add a ×1 multiplier to the light tiles. We had 1 expected, now we're expecting 11. And we can further boost the lights to show up more, which will give us even more energy and more points. These are both mystery artifacts. I haven't actually unlocked either of these. Given that there's gas, that tends to make me think of energy. So we'll push forward, hoping I'm right there. We are going through rolls. We're down to 119 now, which isn't great. So we need to find a way to get some more. But there's another 10% for the light tiles, so there's now a 60% chance to roll the light tiles. I am going to add +1 to a die face, and that's going to go on our old 6, so that could turn into a 7. And I think I will also add a simple 1 to the light tiles. They're now expected 13, max of 20. Ooh, we can also charge the battery for 1 electricity. We're starting to draw those out too. We need 5 of those to actually add another one to our circuit, but it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. I feel like we're pretty good for energy right now. We'll start pulling that later. I will actually add +1 to the die face as soon as I can. Every roll has a 5% chance of being 20. That's a big one for us. Until we get our dice above 20, and then it actually works against us. But for now, that'll be okay. That's a short-term thing. Actually, since I have the shop basically up to $500, we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. And we got more of the pieces we need. We still have 118 rolls, so we're still doing perfectly fine. We're actually doing quite well. So we'll go another 10% for the light tiles. That should give them a 65% chance of spawning, which means we're getting a lot of those and therefore a lot of energy to keep those rolls going. We're still maintaining about 120 rolls, so that's a really good sign. About +6 to the lights, so the expected is 19. Their max is 32. We just got 15 energy from a single turn, and we got all sorts of pieces we needed. Now we got a 70% chance of light tiles. So this will give us a free shop upgrade. Not really worth it. We do have a reroll. This one would mark a face. The face has a 30% chance to be rolled. I don't know if I honestly care about that. I feel like energy is always the hard thing to get at the end. I'm kind of curious about this. You know what they say, an anvil at hand keeps high expenses away. depending how long you can hold it. High expenses being energy? I hope so. That was quite a gamble, but that's what we're here for. Reckless decision making. We definitely have another piece there we want to buy for 428. That was a really good roll. That was our 20, so that gave us all sorts of points and upgrades. 428 to the lights. Expected 25. Max 44. Definitely a multiplier for the lights as well now too. 37 expected, max 66. There's also a few other things I want to buy here. I do also want to eliminate the dark tiles altogether. We need to stack up energy quickly. I am going to just eliminate that one. That way we won't just get a pure energy tile anymore. At least get one roll. That added tons of energy for us. So I'm going to give it a lightning charge. We're going to re-roll the shop. Not a lot of great choices, but I will buy the +6 because that will give us quite a boost. The anvil, your next 5 upgrades in the shop are free. Well, that can actually be something. Oh, it's these pieces over here that are free. I get it. So I should upgrade the shop first for potentially better value. All we need for that is $2,000, which we should get pretty soon. We're actually making rolls at this point. We're up to 140. Okay, so shop upgrade. So we have an epic that's free. Absolutely. That was a nice big roll. That gave us lots of points as well. We can refresh the shop on that. 10%, that's a rare. We'll take that. The artifact we selected there, that means whenever we roll a die, we're going to roll a second die. We're going to keep the highest of the scores. I'm going to get a free upgrade for the 10%. Now we're back to paying for things. But we have an 80% chance to roll the light tiles. That gives us lots of energy. We're definitely getting some good pieces over here. There's a 1x multiplier we definitely want. We still got to eliminate the rest of the dark tiles. But the light is expected 76, max 140. The darks are 3 and 7. I do like with all this energy how quickly we can refresh the shop. So now we can buy, there's 85% chance for darks.
Lights rather. My brain is not working currently.
So now we'll get this, so we're going to get better overall rolls. And that actually means a lot more energy coming in again, really. So let's get an epic upgrade there. We got to be selective about what we buy at this point too, because every time we buy something, it makes the rest of upgrades more expensive. But we're up to almost 150 rolls, so we're just gaining and gaining and gaining. We get a +1 to all die faces. The natural 20 is going to start to work against us, but not in too bad of a way that I'm going to complain. I think it did more for us early game, which is probably more important. Okay, we're going to buy another lightning rod. We're going to look for more turning things to the light side. To these artifacts, the other one will do nothing for us because we're turning all to one side. Whenever a light dark tile has a lower value than its expected value, turn into expected. So that means if it rolls less than 116, it turns into 116, which will make it very consistent. I feel at this point we're making so much money I should upgrade the shop tier just so we can start spending on really, really good upgrades. It's only going to take us a second anyway, because these are giving us like 1,000 per roll, and we're just making tons of energy to do it. So there we go. Okay, that's complete, whatever that was. Upgrade the shop. Now we're getting ×6 multipliers for the light tiles, and that will obviously be huge for us. We also need to buy 3 more lightning bolts, but I have 150 rolls, so we're doing well. So consistent gemstone, whenever light tile has a value lower than expected, it bumps it up to its expected. We're also going to ×6 that, so now we're at 400 at a max roll, but it can't be less than 256. And very shortly we're going to buy another epic. I guess every time we upgrade the shop, it's going to make rares, like these are actually harder to find suddenly. But we got a lot of good things here, and we had a 90% chance of rolling a light tile, so even just if that's it, that's still fine. We should actually invest in these lightning bolts too to make sure this is going to be worth it. So the magnificent rainbow leaf obviously won't work for us because it'll do a light thing, then it'll swap to dark and never trigger. We're going to have to take a gamble on this. Okay, I got one more lightning bolt. I am going to buy one of those die because they're actually quite cheap considering. I would like bigger multipliers. Okay, we got the second epic die. I do still want another. I want 100% light tiles. I probably should have farmed those out earlier, though I forgot they get harder as we go. But there is another one of the battery things, so now we should get 2 energy die to start our roll. That's how we ended up with 165 rolls. We'll take another ×6 multiplier for the light tiles. It was 395 expected, now it's 535, much bigger. Upgrades in the shop cost 35% less. That's actually quite big. So now we're buying epics for 7,000. So we can already buy 2 of those. So our expected lights are 903. We'll take an epic, so that adds +1 to all die faces. And it's still, yeah, it's going to be hard to find one of the ones we're looking for. But the longer we roll, the more energy we get back. There's a rare find, so 95% chance to roll light. then times 6 multiplier for the lights. So expected, basically the minimum we can roll is 1138. And energy is just going up and up. We're up to 175 rolls at this point. Okay, we got our last rare we need there too, so that's good. We finally got that. There's a 100% chance to roll light tiles, no more darks. That means a lot of energy. So we're going to continue to upgrade our rolls as well, because we just need to roll now. The more length we get, the more energy we get. So +1 to all die faces, a times 6 multiplier, straight up +8 to the light tiles. It's all adding up. Now we have a minimum of 2265. We'll probably only buy epics moving forward, because that's the only thing that's going to be worth making the shop more expensive. We're coming up on 2000 length, and we have 188 rolls, so I think we're going to make it. Times 6 multiplier, the expected is now 3000. This one is also interesting. Your electric circuit now ends with an electric collector, giving you all energy gained from your circuit in that roll once more. I think that's just gonna do whatever this is giving me. So that would double the energy. The bigger we make that, the better it would be. So I'm actually going to do that. Again, that's a bit of a risk. Rolls now cost 20 energy. Refreshing the shop is more, so it's going to be harder to make our rolls back at this point, but we need more of that. We are going to be on the lookout for lightning pieces. Lightning pieces, more lightning pieces. The sooner we get more lightning, the better off we're going to be. There we go. Lots and lots to work with. So now when you roll, there's 3 electrics plus another one, so that's going to just give us continual energy. So we're going to see how many times we can build that out real quick, especially before the shop gets too much more expensive. Because at this point, it's really about trying to get through as many rolls as possible, because this is just going to get prohibitively expensive. Okay, there's another lightning. So we have 4 circuits to begin. So that gave us 8 energy, plus the rest we got from the roll. So we're getting lots of energy. We do still need to be sure we're rolling lots though, because that will give us energy elsewhere. But everything's going to get really big really quickly. We'll definitely take another lightning bolt. We'll take another 8 to the light tiles. I mostly want the rolls though. The rolls and energy are what we're going to want. So we'll take those 2. We have 206 rolls. So that feels good. I feel like we're on good track. We'll take 2 of those. Now we're going to get extra per roll for sure. There was an epic we'll take. Still want more energy. There are 2 times 6 multipliers. So our expected is 4600. It is now 5600, so that's the minimum we can really roll. Our energy generation is really, really strong right now, and hopefully we can just continually make that better. And then we move on to endless mode, where we get legendary upgrades. +6 is actually hugely strong, so that's going to give us a full battery +1. So if we can get more of those, that would be great. Also, +3 to all die faces is also huge. But energy, it's going to be really expensive to build up more rolls. Like 56 isn't going to be enough to do it. So we need to keep building up those. Need the lightning bolts. That's the only way we're going to get through this. Look at all that though. That gave us tons of energy. So we just need those. Lots and lots and lots of those. A +50 for the lights is tempting though. That'll take us from 5700 to 9000. So maybe we should buy 1 more of those just to be sure we're getting lots of points. Because if you don't have points, you can't buy shop upgrades anyway. So it's all a balancing act. So the expected lights are now 12,171. We need more rolls. +3. 1 roll there, and we're going to get more energy per roll. So our super artifact thing just gave us +18. There's 18. So we got about 50 energy there. Every time we do that though, the battery's going up a charge. Look at all those rolls. They're also going to start eating up valuable space too. So we really do have to be careful what we upgrade. But I guess the distance we're rolling really just works out for us anyway, because we're going way up there. We still have 212 rolls. There's 2 lightning upgrades. We'll definitely buy those. We'll buy another legendary. We'll buy a +3. So this would actually go onto my circuit, gain an extra battery, one of these, which starts at level 1. Buy more electricity will charge up all your batteries at the same time. So that would work on that. This, however, every time you roll higher than 200, gain 300 energy. The electric circuit is a slow start that would scale even bigger later. This we got to build up to, and then it will be good, and then it will actually scale out of itself. And we're still a long ways from rolling 200s. But we might push for that. This synergizes so well though. I'm actually going to go for the electric circuit. I think it's going to be a safer bet right now. So now we got 2 batteries. So when I buy this, they both fill, and they both do that giant electric circuit, which gives us tons of energy. Extra rolls and extra that stuff. So yeah, look at that energy piling up. This was worth it. So long as we keep expanding the rolls, there's 2 more batteries. There's another 50 for the lights. So they roll 21,000 at least. They should be quite consistent. Look at all those 50s. That's actually a lot of fun. 50, 50, 50, 50. Shop upgrade costs 500 million, so it'll take a sec to save up that kind of money. The rolls now cost 2 rolls, so we really only have like 100 rolls roughly left. But as we go there, we're gonna buy 2 more battery charges roughly for both of our things. We're gonna add +3 to the roll, +3 to the roll, +3 to the roll. Energy is pretty good. We're not making it back as quickly as I would like though, so we definitely need more battery power. We'll try and get that. We're gonna add a +3 there. Okay, there's what we need. Battery power, battery power. So that time we made 100 and something energy, which is enough to, I think, make a few rolls back. But we definitely need to keep up on the lightning bolts. What does a +50 add to us? We're at 35,000 now. That puts us up to 38,000. That's probably worth it because we do need to keep the points up. $500 million for the shop upgrade would be nice too, but energy is going to be our biggest problem. So definitely buy one of those and one of those. I do think I want to save up though for the next shop upgrade if I can. We're just going to need it. It's just going to be really hard to save up with our current income. But we'll sacrifice some rolls here. What was it? 500 million. So yeah, we're just gonna have to make other things work. Every time you get 4 light tiles in a row, gain 3 energy. We do get a lot of light tiles in a row. This one's also good. Every roll has a 5% chance of being 500, which would obviously be just a lot of points, a lot of energy, a lot of money. This one's more consistent. This one's more exciting. 1 in 20 rolls is gonna be 500. Did that take 200 energy per roll? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. We're gonna need to make some energy back. So let's make our rolls bigger. Oh, I selected a single one for that apparently. Okay, well, you know what? 66, you're now getting +6. We're gonna add 50, 50, 50. The rolls are now up to 51,000. We're gonna add this. That should be lots of battery power for us. Look at that nice circuit going off. That was a 500 roll apparently. Look at it go. Look at all the energy. I did sacrifice a bit of it too to turn into more rolls again. Wow, that was huge. That also put $31 million in the bank. So I want more multipliers, I think, is what we're going to need for the light side. More energy for sure. More rolls isn't going to hurt. More energy again. +3, +50. I thought for a second that was the 500 going off again. It wasn't. But we are rolling like 77, so we'll do a little more of the energy, probably more of the +3s just to make sure everything is still just moving in the right direction. This is going to cost well over like $20 million to buy all that. Get more energy again, more rolls. We're headed for that 500 million. I want those next upgrades. But we did get another artifact. Spartan's Dice, always roll your highest face. This is actually going to be good for us because we can, instead of buying +3s, we could buy +6s. We'll get progress twice as fast. And I believe the highest face is there for, well, 96. Okay, I just wanted to confirm that before we upgraded the wrong thing. So +6 to that, we're going to roll 102 every time. We rolled the 500 here, so we're just going to let that go. Making lots and lots and lots of, lots of things. We got 300 energy out of that. And if we get lucky, we might actually be able to push this up to 500. Because it's going to go up 6 at a time now at least. We'll take more energy generation again. So there was several hundred at least, which I think it costs 300 energy to put one roll back though, so it's getting expensive. 114 does feel good though. I'm going to buy just 2 more lightning bolts for now, and that's going to give us, well, all the energy you see here. Then I'm going to try and extend my rolls a little bit for sure. That will not only give us more points, but more energy and more distance. We'll get to where we're going in a hurry. Oh, look at these upgrades. This is going to cost $20 million by the time they're done, but we're going to add 18 spots, 18 whatever per roll. So we're now rolling no less than 138. We'll just cruise on along with that. So, oh, this was the 500. Okay, good. We needed that money and income. We actually hit the end. These are both huge. Whenever light tile has value lower than expected, turn it into 4 times its expected value. There's also this. Upgrades in the shop cost 60% less. I think I actually want that. I think that will work out to more than that overall. And it finished off its roll, so we're going to get much cheaper upgrades. So I'll take a little bit of energy right away. I would like to make the 500 million we need for the next shop upgrade, but even at this rate, it's going to be hard to get. We do still have lots of spins though. We're definitely tearing through multiple universes. It's just a matter of trying to generate enough energy to keep us going. Like it's taking, I think, 400 energy per one roll. So we need 800 energy right now to make up a spin. We did just get the next 500, and every time that triggers, it takes us so far. If I buy a plus 50 now, I want more multipliers because we're at 64,000, that's 67,000. We need multipliers to actually make a difference there. We will roll further though because that's more energy. So we're rolling 150 spots. So we're at 1/3 of the 500 that triggers once in a while. I don't know why multipliers don't show up over here anymore, but it's kind of heartbreaking. We're going to add another 18, which is actually a huge increase. That's 10% more. Over 10% further we'll go now each spin. Slowly making some income, but not quickly enough. We need multipliers. We'll buy one of those. We'll buy one of those. Off we go again. So we're making 71,000 per tile. So energy generation definitely feels good. Complete your transcendence. Wait, let me upgrade first. 180 per roll. So we got to the end of transcendence, but rolls now cost 500 energy. I think the shop might have already automatically upgraded because these are 400 tall light tiles. So let's save up a bit of money. 400 tall light tiles is going to be huge. We're making 71,000. We buy that. We're now making 97,000. So I'll buy another one of those. 120,000. And the multipliers are back. So times 50 will take us from 122,000 to 217,000. That doubled their value. And we do get the transcended upgrades as well. So we should maybe actually wait for those. Considering we have cheaper shop upgrades, they're going to price themselves out soon. Although a 50 times multiplier isn't going to hurt. 217,000 becomes 311. Ooh, 30 lightnings. That's a huge amount of energy. There's so many things that are tempting. Like 40 million to buy one of these, so we're up to 190 per roll, which obviously puts some rolls back, but at the current rate we got about 80 rolls left. If we don't make any energy back, we'll obviously make a little bit, but we're looking for transcended. 30 lightning is huge. So when we roll 170, 340, that was 400. So we might have actually made a roll back, but it cost 2 per roll, so we made half a roll back. But I'm going to roll for now. We're looking for transcended upgrades only, really. That's the only thing we're justifying, because this, I believe, is 60 million. That will bump our rolls up by 20 per roll, though. But transcended is the only thing worth it at this point for keeping the shop prices higher and higher. And of course, the only transcended we get is a multiplier. There we go. That's the kind of thing we need. 75 million, 75 million. But look at all the extra energy we're going to get per turn now. 1200 energy. The problem with waiting for transcended is they can be hard to find and they can stick on the wrong thing anyway. We got lots of rolls left, so I'm not overly concerned about it, but when they do show up, it feels better. 230 per roll. And with how cheap the shop price is right now, I think we want to stick to that. Although 313,000, I'm going to buy 2 of those just so our price goes up. We got 500,000 per tile. You know what? I'm going to buy those. I don't think those can be transcended. So we're up to 720,000. So we'll make the money back in no time. We also just smashed through another universe. So now it's 3 per roll. So we're down to less than 50 spins. Unless we're very lucky in being able to find more energy, but it's getting really, really expensive. Even making 500 energy is not, we're making back 1/3 of a spin per turn. So I could push on the energy meter, which I guess we will at this point. Anytime we see energy, we're going to click on it, even if it's not transcended. We just need energy, as much as we can possibly get. And this is why we were careful to buy, because that was already 170 million for a single upgrade. And we're clearly going to need more value. We're making like 600-700 energy there. Where tiles are at 720,000, 834. Oh, we got the 500 spin, I think. That felt like bigger. So after that spin 2, more energy, more energy. So 290, 230, 290. That was a big spin, but we're still going through our rolls at this point. It would be nice to push the value of my tiles over $1 million per spin. And we actually almost just did it. 980,000. That might have been the 500. It's getting hard to tell because we're rolling half of that anyway. Things are getting very expensive, but we're over 1 million. 1.1 million per spin, which apparently equals just under $1 million on the tiles themselves. We can try and generate some more energy, but it's going to be hard to keep up at this point. There's 314 plus 314. So that did add quite a bit of energy per turn, but at the rate we're going to start chewing through it, like it's 4 per turn. I don't know, that's like 2,000 energy per spin. We are also going to make this into 270. That's a big increase. Pretty sure we rolled to 500 here. That's why we got that much. So it's 1258. Yeah, it is 500 energy. So it is 2,000 energy to get a turn back. We're up to $800 million. We'll buy more energy. Okay, we got 10 spins left because it's 5 spins per spin. So our number of values aren't huge right now, but they don't have to because shop things are cheap. Yeah, we are mostly going for energy generation, and I think we accomplished that. Look at all those lightning bolts. because without energy, you don't go anywhere anyway. 415, we're up to 350 energy. Well, we double spun, 362. So 760 energy per spin. It's actually more than that. I just can't do the mental math that quickly. With everything adding up, it might be 1,000 energy per spin, but it's costing 2,500 energy every time, so we're not making our spins back, not even close. We didn't quite hit 30,000 here, which is sad. I can't remember what we hit last time, but that felt like a very satisfying run. There was tons of energy coming out. Yeah, we reached 52,000. Nice of it to tell me I fell short, but I am full of endorphins now, so we're good.